Let's go now to Fred Abrams in Berlin to discuss how the attacks in Paris may have any impact, if any, on the EU's refugee policy. He's an advocacy advisor at the Norwegian Refugee Council. Fred, thank you very much for joining us. I wonder if you can tell us what impact, if any, could this attack on Paris have on the refugee policy in Europe?
Well, I have no doubt that those who wish to build a fortress Europe, those who want to keep refugees out, will try to use this as a way to do that, as a way to increase the borders, tighten borders, and raise walls. But we believe exactly the opposite is what's needed. This barbarity in Paris must be responded to with welcoming of refugees. There's no similarity between terrorists, criminals, and refugees. Let's not forget, these people fleeing from war in Syria and Iraq, they're trying to get away from this type of terrorist violence, and Europe has a responsibility to help them do so.
But this attack will play into the hands of those who do want to try and stop refugees coming into Europe. How will that affect the work that you do at your organisation?
Well, no doubt people like the Norwegian Refugee Council and many others working for refugee rights have a big fight against the xenophobic and even racist tendencies in Europe. They will be used by those who want to restrict refugee rights, this terrorist attack, to try and do so. And we have to push up against that. You know, the answer is not to turn our backs on the people who are fleeing conflict, the people who are fleeing ISIS, the people who are fleeing Bashar al-Assad's barrel bombs. The answer is to help them. It means ending the war in Syria, it means assisting refugees in the region, in Turkey, Lebanon, Jordan, and it means sharing responsibility here in Europe so these people can seek safety.
And Mr. Abrams, do you see that there may be a sense of fear, an attack from lots of people in Europe after this Paris bombing, and they may well, perhaps with some understanding, blame the people that are coming into the continent of Europe?
Well, first of all, we need to see concrete facts. There's allegations about a Syrian passport being near one of the attackers. And, you know, let's see what comes up to be. Let's remember, it's very easy. You can get a Syrian passport on most street corners in Turkey these days, easy to get. But even if it's true, even if it is true that one of these attackers or some of them came through the migrant routes, the answer is not to close those borders. You know, the answer is to stop the killing in Syria and Iraq and other places, Afghanistan, Eritrea, human rights abuses, and to welcome these people. We cannot respond to the barbarity of terrorism by turning our backs on the people in need.
Fred Abrams there from the Norwegian Refugee Council. Thank you very much for that.